Time now to check out Kawasaki's sport touring speed king, the ZX11 Ninja. When the ZX11 was first introduced back in 1990, it quickly established itself as the world's fastest production motorcycle. Now, 3 years later, Kawasaki has unleashed a revised ZX11, claimed to be even faster. Modifications include a more aerodynamic fairing. There's also a new aluminum chassis that puts more distance between the wheels. Up front, Kawasaki has increased brake disc diameter to 320 millimeters, while out back you'll find a redesigned drive damper. Internally, the mighty Ninja's liquid-cooled dual overhead cam inline 4 remains unchanged, but what has changed is its ram air system, which now scoops air through 2 nostrils and packs 1/3 more air into an enlarged airbox. So how does it work? Well, according to Larry Tate, a guest, very well indeed.
It's pretty fast.
I don't know about you, Larry, but I was not tempted to try to see how fast this machine can be, because this is all unbelievable as far as speed can be concerned. It builds up any kind of momentum in a big hurry, as in right now. The torque is almost electric, as if, I don't know if we could use such a terminology with a machine like this, but it's very nice as far as power again, and I like myself the power ratio between motor, transmission. It seems to be that you're never short of gearing or gears whatsoever. All you have to do is, as you say, Dave, just crank on the old right hand, and that's it, builds up in a big hurry.
Yeah. The whole reason this bike is so fast is because of the air control system. You know, there's up front here, there are these large holes with the squirrel guards on top. Those are ducted directly into the airbox. The screen keeps large debris from going in there. The smaller tubes in the middle are ducted directly into the carb float bowls. So basically you do have this ram air effect, and as the faster you go, you know, the more air gets jammed in, the more fuel, the more power, and it's almost like an automatic supercharger happening. So as a result of that, all of the stuff in and around the motor is blocked off and sealed very, very, very hard, because they don't want any leaks that would affect the operation of that system. The bike handles very, very well. You can lean it over till it's dragging on both sides. Big fat radial tires on both sides, you know, good brakes. They're not racetrack brakes, but they're more than adequate for the street, I think.
Yeah, for the street, definitely.
I found them a little spongy, maybe. Not so much spongy, but they're not quite as much feel.
The feel in the lever, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's maybe just changing the lines even would take care of that.
I find myself the seat padding to be fairly European-like. If you're used to a European machine whatsoever, it's fairly hard, and it's what I really enjoy about the seat is you've got, for somebody my size, my height, you have a lot of room for you to move, so should you get tired in some kind of riding position, you can move around. The ergonomics as far as the foot peg relation with the bars and the controls and all that seems to be fairly well spaced out as well.
Fit finish, it's a little rough around the edges. Some of the decals don't quite match up, and some of the plastic looks a little cheap. I don't know if it is or not really, but it has kind of that glossy, you know, older plastic kind of look to it. I'd say it's not bad, but it certainly isn't up to the standard of some motorcycles that we have available. It's just very civilized, well-balanced, gentleman's express, if you like, with just a ton of horsepower on hand if you want it.
Just to recap, on the downside, our riders' complaints all revolve around the ZX11's fairing. Taller riders will experience wind buffeting around their helmets at highway speeds. Larry found a lot of engine heat was forced over his shins, and we all felt the fit and finish could have been improved. On the upside, John Mark praised the ZX11 for its phenomenal stability. Larry just couldn't get over how well balanced and civilized this sports machine really is, and everyone loved the Mighty 11's smooth, powerful engine with its intoxicating torque and sound.